Today, let's go deeper into this essential aspect of heartful communication, especially listening. I would like to talk about how we can develop empathy and be able to bring this loving approach into our listening, even in the most difficult situations. Last week, we saw the importance of being fully attentive, fully present in each interactions, no matter how short it may be. Even when we are simply saying good morning to someone, can we try to greet that person with our full presence, looking into their eyes with a smile and truly wishing them a good morning, rather than hastily saying, G morning. I receive some letters also, emails. They make these words so short sometimes, and when they write Daaji, they put down Daag for George. It's very short, Daaji it means, but they replace JI with G, and when you try to read for a bilingual or trilingual person, Daag means Daag in Hindi means darkness or some spots. So without understanding, we somehow shorten our words or somehow unnecessarily exert ourselves and make it torturously wrong. Well, how would it be like when you speak automatically without much feeling in your heart? Why not try this week to get out of this fake nature of our inner self and expose loving nature? When we are quite inside, centered in our heart, able to retain our meditative condition, we can more easily be fully present. Plus, we gradually develop poise, and this enables us to be in the midst of all kinds of turbulence without being thrown off balance. Poise is an interesting word and a condition. If you look it up in dictionaries, you will see some associated words like equilibrium, steadiness, presence, and grace. Graceful means full of grace. Poise can be like that soft radiance emanating from the absolute, from the source. I remember when I lived in New York, I would meditate every morning. And after breakfast, drive to the pharmacy. On the way, I would consciously try to dive deeper on the condition created during meditation every morning. Gradually, I found that this inner condition was spreading around me. When you're so focused with your inner condition, somehow it finds its way to percolate outside. Some sort of an osmosis gets established. It seemed to diffuse its fragrance all around, and even when I shook hands with someone receiving prescriptions from a patient, I found an effect of peacefulness seemed to be created in them, see. And often I would also, with a conscious mind, look in their eyes, transmit love with my heart, shake their hands, transmit that softness. So we can try making a specific silent intention or suggestion that it should be like this. You can have this attitude in which I would wish you write it down in your notes, that this prayerful meditative state that I am having is within me, is also outside me. Pervading around me is absorbed in this state. When I look at people or talk to them or listen to them or I'm just silent, let this inner meditative condition spread everywhere. You may be free, not doing much in the office at some moment, maybe for 5 minutes. Also use those 5 minutes in reinforcing this idea that everything surrounding me is absorbed in godly remembrance. That will also shift your inner condition, you see. It will make you even more soft and centered and poised. When we develop a habit of becoming quiet and listening attentively, we realize that this listening is a golden key in arguments or conflict. Listening is a golden key in any argument or any conflict situation. It can diffuse an angry situation remarkably, rather very quickly. Anger simply tells us that there is something that really matters to that person. In other words, that they have needs, and those needs are probably not being fulfilled. And that's how they express unfulfilled expectations. So, in the face of anger, it is helpful to take a pause. By intentionally creating this space, we give ourselves the possibility of responding in a choiceful way. Instead of having a knee-jerk reaction and you just react and shout and scream,